Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. So I'm going to be coming to this video with a bit of fire and vitriol. There's a lot of things that make me very passionate, not just in a good way, but also a bad way, when it comes to certain trends that I see in the crypto world. The unfortunate reality is that the vast majority of things that you encounter in the crypto world is of parasitic nature. There's very few things in the crypto ecosystem that actually produce value. And I'm saying that as someone that is totally invested in crypto. I'm a Bitcoin maxi, but I also love DeFi. The thing is though, most of the things that you encounter in the crypto world, whether that's new altcoins, new strategies to make money, anything that you find giving you information about what's happening in the industry or whatever, most of it has a very parasitic element to it to suck money out of you. And this is something that makes me very upset, because I've been in the crypto world for a long time. I've been part of the industry for quite a while, and I've come across a number of strategies that persistently shield to an audience as a way of making money very quickly. And the problem with the crypto world is that it's still in its infancy. It's in a very unsophisticated stage of development, which is what you would expect for any new industry. And originally, the people that would have been into this stuff would have been hyper nerds, people that were really focused on the technology. They were idealists. And then over time, because the price goes up, you get more and more tourists. Now, to be fair, I don't want to make fun of people and point my finger at you, because at a time I was a tourist. You know, I wasn't very tech savvy. There was a long time where I was into crypto, but I never even read the Bitcoin white paper, right? So I don't want to just point my finger and say, you're all tourists. We've all got to start somewhere. But the problem is the vast majority of people in crypto are now tourists, and many people don't fully graduate out of the tourist phase. So when I mean the tourist phase, I'm talking people that are invested in cryptocurrency. They're into crypto for the purpose of making money, and less so for the ideological reasons or the utility that cryptocurrency can bring, like debanking, which is something that I'm always promoting on my channel. And it's not bad to be trying to make money in crypto, but let's first understand a few things. Bitcoin is the best performing asset of all time. Simply being in Bitcoin is enough. Now, because the gains have slowed down over recent times, people are becoming more and more risk on with their investments, getting more into increasingly speculative activities, and dramatically increasing the chance that they're actually going to lose money in the end. And the other thing is as well is that this is a growing industry. There are so many ways you can break into this industry, although like any industry, it's hard. Like, you're going to have to learn new skills. You're going to have to try new things. You're going to have to talk to a lot of people in the industry, and there's a shot, It's like being, in tech, in the 1990s, right? There's a lot of opportunity. The problem is most tourists aren't going to go for the opportunities of just buying Bitcoin, just DCing into Bitcoin over the many years. They're not going to go to events and, start networking and try and build their own project, try and bring whatever skills they have into the crypto industry and build their own thing, get clients, whatever. They're going to go for the lowest common denominator. And what I'm furious about is, whenever I go onto YouTube and I'm looking up for what are other creators doing, what kind of stuff is being promoted now, because I also want to get good information as well. And I get stuff like this. Now, I did type in trading bots into search just to give you a bit of a picture, but I get so many videos about the ways you can make money so quick. So here are the first ones. Trading bot, I tried it. Is it profitable? I gave an AI $3,000 to trade crypto. I trade trading with a trading bot, etc., etc. Now, almost all of these are going to be shilling some kind of trading bot that you can go buy, and they're going to be talking about the crazy results they can get. How to actually, if anything, this is probably the most solid thing to learn. How to actually build a trading bot. It's 9 hours long, and then you can be the person creating these videos selling the trading bots. That's at least less scammy. Like, this is something, if you're an actual trader, you could probably use. That's respect to that guy. But look at this, the soy face, how to use Binance trading bots. I mean, 108% with Binance trading bots. This is insane. This is so dumb. Now, I'm going to break down in this video why it not only works, why it not only doesn't work, But you need to be extremely careful, like when you're perusing through YouTube, Twitter, because almost everyone that you encounter is entirely parasitic. They do not have your best interests at heart, and I think they, on some level, understand that the game of speculation is a zero-sum game, and they have to win off somebody, right? These guys don't make money off trading with crypto bots. What they do make money off is selling the crypto bots to you. They've got some affiliate link or whatever. Then you go trade with them, you lose money, and it's the circle of life goes on. Now, I've made a very crude diagram for you that I hope you'll indulge me with, and it goes like this, right? So first, when I want to describe why trading bots don't work, I need to explain why crypto speculation in general does not work. Now, you could argue that we're all speculators, you know, even those of us who are long-term holders of Bitcoin. But the reality is, the only way to go about investing in Bitcoin is if you really believe it. You know, you have to be very dedicated to it. You have to be dedicated to the technology. You've got to be dedicated to what the utility brings, to the point that you're not just trying to look for the highs and lows. You're not just trying to think about, you know, selling when there's a high and then, selling when there's a high and then buying when there's a low again, because you'll never be able to do it, right? So I've made a little diagram that will explain why speculation is wrong, and this will feed into why I believe the trading bots are wrong, because the trading bots are a branch of the many kinds of speculative activities that you would engage in when you're doing these kinds of zero-sum game activities. So what I've got is 5 chairs, each represented by a price point. You've got 61k all the way to 65k, and you've got 10 traders here, and each of them, they have various amounts of money, they have various amounts of trading information, but I'm gonna play out the rules for this scenario, right, which is actually pretty accurate, right? So everyone is targeting the lowest price possible to long the bottom, right? Now, when I say long the bottom, maybe they're buying spot, so they're trying to, you know, find the lowest price possible to buy on the spot markets, or they're trading with leverage, so they're trading inverse perpetual contracts, some kind of derivatives position. They're opening like some kind of options trade or something like that, and, you know, the many variations of it, right? And everyone is trying to pick the lowest price possible. Now, the reality is all these people are almost certainly using the same indicators, right? These people are going onto places like TradingView, and they've got a list of indicators that they like to use. Now, there's like certain fundamental indicators that most people use, like, you know, EMA ribbons, you know, certain, they might be looking at, like, you know, like where there was an influx of buying and selling, and they'll make trend lines based on that. And even if they've got a bunch of other indicators, you know, they're somewhat similar to all the other indicators, and they're not really being differentiated from all the other ones. So they're following the same strategies, right? A lot of the macro indicators they're getting from places like Glassdoor. I forget it. It's got great macro indicators for crypto. You can usually get these things from Twitter, so people are just sharing them around on Twitter. And on that note, most people aren't even going that far. They're just getting their advice from YouTubers, people from Telegram, Discord, Twitter, and they don't really have strategies that differentiate that much from each other. And the thing is, everybody's in competition with each other, as you'll see, right? So I'm going to start this, and you see everyone, oh, what the hell? Get back here. Everyone is trying to get in at the lowest price possible, right? So if they're speculating, you'd want to buy at the lowest price you can, right? Now, only one person can get at the lowest price, right? I hope you understand that, because when this person comes here and he gets in at 61k, that's going to push the price up. So only a few people, and now this is represented by one person in this diagram, is actually going to get in at 61k. Only one person can get the best price possible, right? So then there's a scramble to get in at the best price, right? And you don't know what kind of advantage he has. Maybe it was just luck. Maybe it was just he was in the right time zone where he was awake. He was up at 4 a.m. Maybe some other traders, maybe they're their buy order, it didn't fill, it just happens, and maybe he got in on a wick, maybe the price went all the way down and it came in on a candle, and that candle, that price candle was only there for like 30 seconds, right? And he was just there on the fly, and he was able to snap it up before everyone else. But the moment he buys, what's going to happen? The price is going to go up. So then there's going to be a scramble to get in at 62k, and only one person can do that. So then, far out. This gentleman comes along, and he comes in and he gets in at 62k. Lucky for him, right? Then there's a scramble to get in at 63k. Oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on in this program. He comes in at 63k. Another one comes in at, oh my gosh, bear with me. He comes in at 64k, and then the last person, who's going to disappear again for some reason, oh, not this time, he's going to come in at 65k, right? Now, because all these people have the same aim. They want to get in at the lowest price possible so they can sell at a higher price. Like, many of these people have temporary positions, right? They are engaged in leverage contracts, which, by the way, cost money, right? So they can't stay in these positions forever. The aim is to sell. Every 8 hours, they have to pay something called a funding fee. I won't go into the details too much, but they're losing money every moment that they're in a position. They have to close it at some stage, right? So they've got to sell, and there's only so many people that are going to be able to get in at the best price, right? So what's going to happen with all these other traders? Well, these guys might be playing the spot market. They might be playing with options, derivatives, whatever. They don't know that the price isn't going to, maybe they're waiting for a lower price, but they believe that, the price is going to keep going up, because how can you really tell? We're all using the same indicators. There's, all the Twitter people and people on YouTube are shilling for a higher and higher price. So you've got this person up here, he buys in at 66k. You've got this person who buys at 67k. This person, he's a little later to the party, gets in at 68k. This guy, he's hoping for a miracle. He gets in at 70k. And this guy here, he's doing his best, but he got in at 71k, right? So what's going to happen with this guy at 61k? This guy, on it roughly, is being charged around 0.8% every 8 hours, or maybe it could be as much as 0.1% every 8 hours, right? Now, for the price to get to 71k, how long did it take? I don't know. It's hypothetical, but it could have taken 3 weeks, could have taken a month, 2 months. So this guy is bleeding. He wants out of his position and to take profit like a smart person would. So this person cashes out like he should, and he makes a bunch of money off that, but he sells, and that causes the price to drop from 71k to 70k. Now, this person here, he's not too happy, but he's going to hold on to his bags, because that's what you should do, I guess, if you spot. If not spot, then he's just going to be sitting on his hands for a little while. Hopefully he gets some good luck, but it's not likely to happen, because this guy here at 62k, he's also bleeding from holding his short-term position. He is going to sell out as well, and he's out of the game, right? But he's got a nice profit as well. So then the price drops now to 69k, right? 63k guy is like, look, I've had a good run. It's time to pull out. He comes out of the game as well. Price is now 68k. Now it's 67k. Now it's 66k. Right, sorry, I think I botched that, right? I think it should be like 65k now or something. But the point is, like, these guys have all taken profit. Maybe one of them has just broke even and he decides he wants out of the game. And there's now been a transference of wealth. The money went from the people who bought at the top, and it went down to the people who bought in earlier. And there isn't a way out of this game. There's only a few people that can win this game. You win at the expense of other people. It's a competition to see who can be the fastest. Now, the reason why people use different strategies, they have different, maybe they want to be a part of as many different paid Discord groups as possible, why they pay for indicators on TradingView and stuff like that, and glass ceiling or whatever it's called. The reason why is because they want an edge over the other people. They want to be faster. They want to know exactly how far the price is going down or how far it's going up. Because if they had that edge over other people, they could buy in at the lowest price and sell at the highest price. But the reality is only a few people can do that. Now, I want to complicate this just one bit further by adding another factor in it, and that's the shark. Now, the thing with the shark is that all of these people here on the left, these people aren't real. And I don't mean like in the sense that they're just cartoon pictures. I mean that the idea that it's regular Joes with regular indicators who just follow random people on YouTube and stuff like that are the ones who are lucky enough to get in on the lowest price possible is fictional. The reality is average people don't do it. The reality is the shark is the player on the board. He is the one that wins every time. All these other people are irrelevant. You might get average Joe here and there, maybe making off with little gains here and there, and they get lucky. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. Maybe they're a little more lucky than other people. They'll probably have their comeuppance at some time. But the point is, it's not one person. It's not 1v1, right? It's everyone versus the shark. Now, who is the shark? The shark is the only person that really wins in this game. Now, there was a time when derivatives trading in crypto was fairly new, even as far as just say 5 years ago, where there weren't as many institutional players in this game. But that is certainly not the case now. Every trading firm has a crypto trading desk, and they're all doing this stuff. So who are they? Let me tell you about who they are, okay? So, what is it? Okay. So the shark has practically infinite amounts of liquidity. Why? Okay, first, he's rich. He's got more money. He's got a net worth of at least a couple of $1 million. But most importantly, he's backed by his institution. He's playing in a trading firm who gives him money to play with. He has a proven track record of winning again and again. He has a great resume, so trading firms employ these kinds of people and give them more liquidity. They want to scale them up, and then they get their cut at the end. So you're dealing with people with a proven track record of trading with millions, perhaps tens of millions of dollars, and with the money that they have, they're not just sitting on it. They're using a huge chunk of their flow to pay for the best indicators, right? It's not stuff that you can just see on TradingView. These are custom-made indicators that they get from other people working in Wall Street, Singapore, Hong Kong, London, other financial centers. And they spend tens of thousands of dollars of these custom indicators only to throw them out after a couple of days or a couple of weeks, because they know that other people are going to reverse engineer their trading strategies, like some other really hyper competitive trading firm, like some other shark. They're going to figure out what their trading strategy was, and because the competition is there, it's now the competitive advantage is now moot. So they then have to spend another 10, 20, 30k on some other indicator based on some some slightly tweaked factors, and they'll have to do that week after week. They spend tens of thousands of dollars every week for new indicators, new algorithms, right? And then on top of that, they've got the cutting edge of AI, right? So a lot of the people that you see using trading AI bots, that's like sloppy seconds, right? There's no way that it can compete with the people at the very top who have access to the best AI formulas, and they've been trading with this stuff since 2017 at the bare minimum. Now they've got the best of the best. In fact, probably the most cutting edge of AI is actually in trading firms, because there's so much money to back it, and it's the most profitable for them, I think, out of any industry. It's the most instantaneously profitable, and they're using AI to predict people's behavior, sentiment in the market. It's conglomerating news articles. It churns, they have AIs that churn through thousands of news edit articles just to get a general sentiment update that will slightly tweak their trading formula. Then they have teams of specialists, real people who have also been in the industry for decades. They hire them just for their analysis on what's going on with the market. People that are even better than them, they hire them for a brief amount of time. They act as contractors, and they get their input on them. And these guys, they're not, just working out of their mum's basement. These people are working at the top trading firms in Hong Kong, London, Singapore, other places. And on top of that, if that wasn't enough, their trading firms have ripped up roads. They have shut down whole streets, ripped them up. They've probably, bribed the local city council to allow them to install the highest quality, most expensive fiber optic cables in the entire world to get them slight millisecond advantages over other trading firms and, of course, retail investors. to be able to like execute their transactions just milliseconds faster than other people. And on top of this, on one final note, they may even possibly have inside information, right? So you don't know if they've got the inside track at places like Bybit, Binance, but I'm certain that Bybit, like Robinhood and other trading firms, other exchanges, they trade against their own people. They trade against because they've got a lot of insight, like they've got a lot of data about the trading habits of the people on their platform. They've got like access to their order book, like on a very deep level, and you don't know if there's someone in Bybit who's trading at a high level that is using this information to trade against people. And I mean, many people who've had experience trading like myself will have the experience of like, you set your stop loss at like 63K.78 something, and then the price might be 73K, and then you get this huge candle that just tips your exact trading position, and you're like, how on earth did it get there? It can't be a coincidence, because anyone that's traded knows that this happens enough time, and that's because people know what your stop limit is, and they know exactly, they understand this is a game, it's a competition, they're versing you, and they want to liquidate you because that's where the money is, right? So the point I'm trying to make is you aren't even competing against the average intelligence of other average traders. You're competing with carnivores, people that do this on a level that you can't even comprehend. The idea that you're going to beat them is like a piece of, like, I don't know, like an ant trying to like fight a lion or something like that. It's just impossible that you're going to be able to win in the long term. Now, many of you in the comments will be like, well, I've actually won, I made X amount of money. Good for you. I hope you never trade again, and you just take your funds and you just put it back at the spot, and you never look at the price charts again, because you're like this guy, like at the top here, right? Like, you're a little bit adjacent to the shark. You've gotten lucky, but many of these people on the left here have massively overvalued how much luck has played into whatever success they've had, and they've got what you call survivorship bias, which means they dramatically overestimate how much luck has had to play in whatever success they've had, when the reality is that they shouldn't have won in the first place, right? So where do trading bots come in? Well, I've pretty much already completed my spiel, because the idea with trading bots is that the trading bots are doing the jobs of what these ordinary individuals, these NPCs in my graphic are, right? The trading bots aren't anything special, right? They are no different or any better than any of the people pictured in my diagram, right? We'll get rid of the shark, right? Because your trading bot is not a shark, right? Your trading bot is as good, or if anything, probably much worse than any of the people pictured here, right? They're using the same, they've just got average technical analysis skills, they've got average algorithms, they're using average AI, and at best, even if it was totally average, you can't be average. Like, the only way you can make money is on the backs of someone else. You're playing a zero-sum game, and the only way to win is to have some kind of dramatic competitive advantage, right? Only one player ever wins. So trading bots use simple technical analysis or algorithms that most basic level day traders would use, but they're being sold purely because they aren't profitable. So here's the thing: if it was profitable, the maker of the bot would simply use it more. Think about it. If it's a tried and proven, tested trading bot that actually makes money, why would the maker want to dilute the competition by reducing his advantage by giving this rare piece of information to other people, right? If other people have access to the same strategy, it would just create more competition, making it less profitable for him in the first place. So he would be acting against his interest. If it actually did work, and if it actually did make money, the person who made it, or the person who's promoting it as well, would be acting against their own interest if they provided this kind of competitive advantage to others. So the only reason why they're selling it is because it doesn't work. It doesn't make any profit. That's the only reason why you'd sell it to other people. It just doesn't work. And it might work in the beginning. You might actually, no joke, chance upon dealing with a legit person who sells like a $5,000 trading bot. And the thing is, it might work in the beginning, right? But what's going to happen is that person, unless he exclusively sold that trading bot to you, and by the way, if that happens, you might have something going on there, because these people, these sharks that I was talking about, if they have some kind of trading algorithm, right, that they commissioned from someone else and they spent tens of thousands of dollars for it, or they actually did buy some kind of trading bot, which they all do use, they're all engaged in high frequency trading, they have an agreement to have it so the person that designed that algorithm, bot, indicator, can't sell it to anybody else, right? Now, that's not what happens when you buy these indicators, bots, or whatever from these plebs on YouTube, right? Because they're just going to sell it to other people. If you were the only person to buy that $5,000 trading bot, it might work, right? And it will work less over time because other people are going to crack the code of what that bot is exactly doing to make money. But the reality is, because more and more people have access to that bot, because it's like a hoe, right? This person that sold this bot is going to sell it to someone else and sell it to someone else and sell it to someone else, increasing the competition for yourself. So maybe in the beginning you're making profit and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm making like $100 a day, but you're probably not even going to break even, because after like 10, 20 days, basically it's going to not make any money after a while, and then eventually it's going to make no money and you're not even going to break even on it, right? Think about it. A magician never reveals his secrets. So price speculation in any form, whether it's you're using trading bots, whether you're doing yield farming, what else, inverse perpetual swaps, options trading, everything. Price speculation is a competition. You only win at the expense of others. The only way to win is to have an unfair informational advantage over your competition. If that information is shared with other traders, it is no longer an advantage, but more competition for you to overcome. So when I look at these people promoting this garbage, it fills me with disgust. I absolutely despise these people, because they are leading their viewers down a dark road where they're ultimately going to be fed on by the people creating these bots and the people who are promoting it, who are the largest benefactors of it. Most things, like whenever you research about crypto, almost all the time, it's bullcrap. These people, I don't care what your name is, I don't care if you're Money, ZG, Darius, Boyd, whoever, I'm calling you out, you're all absolute bloody parasites, and I hope you get what's coming to you eventually. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you like this video, if you like these no-nonsense videos giving you advice about how to do just crypto stuff in general, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you want a legit way of making money in crypto that's not dodgy, it's not scammy, it's not speculative, you can check out some of my other videos about how to do peer-to-peer trading. This is just an honest business where you're just selling cryptocurrency to people via payment method that is not offered on centralized exchanges like Binance. So if you go to Binance, you can't buy crypto via PayPal, TransferWise, M-Pesa, Cash, right? But if you provide this service to other people on peer-to-peer cryptocurrency exchanges, you can make a spread because not many other people are doing it. So maybe if you're selling cryptocurrency via TransferWise or via PayPal, you can sell your crypto at a markup. You could make 4 or 5% by providing an honest service to other people. And another reason why people like to use these kinds of platforms is because they don't require KYC. So if you're willing to sell crypto without KYC, you can charge a markup for that, right? So that's just an honest business. So there's a lot of people that just they're very serious about their privacy, as they should. I believe that providing KYC to buy cryptocurrency on centralized exchanges essentially de-anonymizes your crypto usage, and I think there's a lot of people that are willing to pay a little more just for the peace of mind knowing that some large company doesn't have their information. If you're able to provide that kind of service, you can make money doing that, right? Which I think is much better than this kind of garbage where you're competing against other people. You're providing an honest service to people that actually require it. So if you're interested, you can check out my referral links in the description down below. I've got HODL, local coin swap. There's another one called BitPapa. It's a place where you can do the same thing but with Monero. And if you're not interested in selling, you can go there and buy. It's a great place where you can buy cryptocurrency via a number of different payment methods without KYC, which is something that's very important to me and on my channel. It's something I'm always talking about. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.